Got to my A-levels, and after A-levels, I went straight into employment. A lot of people are trying to go to uni, and at that point, I'd say probably 78% of people, the population, don't know what they really want to do when they finish their A-levels. They're still like, well, what do I want to do? Whereas me, I thought, no, dance is what I want to do. This is what I'm doing. My main business idea is to open up a dance company in my local area that will help the youth build confidence. I have the opportunity to perform at shows, competition, local events, and actually hold in-house shows where their friends and family can come and watch them perform, and so on, and get further dance training. Then they can go off to like study dance or take it more professionally. I started when I was 16, which most people I think would say are a bit late. I've done GCSE, I've studied it in a BTEC. I've had a phenomenal amount of street dance training in other groups, done a bit of Bollywood. I've also studied contemporary ballet. I'm learning a bit of tap now. I thought, let's just open up a dance company, having a class. Okay, but where are you gonna go in the long term? I had no idea. I thought, okay, well, I haven't thought about that. So the long-term key is what's gonna keep your business running. So you need to think about where you're going to be in the next 5 years. I'm looking for funding. I've already done a proposal which basically is my company on paper, saying this is how it's going to run. And I've been taking classes, we've gone to business advice classes, and we've been sitting down dissecting the form and trying to put into applications. And then I heard about Head for Business that specialises in young entrepreneurs opening up their own companies and stuff. So I took the opportunity to meet up with one of the advisors, and from then we've been talking and just get the ball rolling properly, really. It's like, first you have to have a goal. So my goal was, I wanted to open up a dance company. Then she'd say, what do you want to do? It's kind of like pushing you to give the answers out and putting it on paper. So I wanted a dance company. She said, okay, what do you want to do? I want to have a class on a Sunday. She goes, okay, first you need to research how much it's going to cost you for the venue. Then she's like, okay, how are you going to find the young people? How are you going to get the young people involved? Okay. And then I'm like, well, I don't know, because I never thought about it that much. So she said, go away, think about it, come back and let me know. So it's kind of like getting my idea on paper, because they say that it's all good you talking it, but funders want to see it on paper and they want to know exactly what you're doing on paper. So she was helping me get everything out onto paper. First of all, that was like kind of the first step. When I started dancing, it was all based on my experience. I didn't have, only thing on my CV was my GCSE dance and my BTEC dance, but my experience speaks a lot. So your CV will say what you're about. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Website is because you can show them what you're about, and they can be like, oh, I don't really believe what you're saying, or your CV could be lying. So you can show them performances, like a show reel in my terms will be a best thing. Show them all the performances you've done, some classes that you may be teaching, just proof of your stuff. You have to be liable for everything. If you forget about it, the taxman will come and get you. And we've been told that. Make sure that your accounting is all in order. That's what I've been told. And I think that kind of like scares me, because when I was filling out the forms and stuff, you had to like say how much you was earning. Then they're saying you have to pay this amount of contribution. You're liable for this. And all this stuff I don't know about. If you're just doing it and there's no one else seeking you, or there's no one else you can ask for advice about, you don't know what you're doing. I've only been freelance for maybe about 6 months now. So far, it's all right, but I haven't come across anything major apart from like tax returns. Them stuff I don't know about, but I'm just gonna wait for it to come around, then seek advice. It's given me a good motivation to wake up in the morning and actually do something. If you don't get up in the morning and work, you don't get paid. So you need to be prepared to like get up and work. Obviously, starting at the beginning is hard, so you need to work your way up being self-employed. I think the route I've took is networking with my own community. So I know before I branch out, my community is strong, people in my area know who I am first. So if you're gonna go self-employed, make sure there's demand in what you wanna do, or you know there's work there for you. To be self-employed, I don't think you need any qualifications, but the hardest thing is having the idea and making your idea work and making it better than anyone else's. So being freelance, I think your idea and your motivation is the key thing. You don't have to be great at any particular field. It's all, I think freelance is all down to your experience and what you can bring to the table yourself. If you really want to go into it, I think you should, but prepare to be working twice as hard at the start to get yourself off the ground. Yeah. To tell you the truth, the reason why I started dancing was because of a girl. Because I remember there was this one girl in the school, and I liked her, and I know she danced. So I thought, how can I conversate with her? So I thought, let me take up dancing so we have something to talk about. And then after that, obviously I started a dance class, we spoke about dance, we got together, we've been friends for a long while now. But through that, I realised I was really good at dance. So it's kind of like, if it wasn't for me liking her, I would never got involved and I would never continue the passion of doing dance. So kind of like, it conflicts. But what's more important to me, girls are dancing? I think dancing is more important, because I guess the girls anyway, so it works out both ways.